Hi everybody. I just came on real quick to give you a reminder that if you want to do the redbud jelly this year, which I'm kind of passionate about it because it's one of my favorite jellies and I just love the taste of it, that in the next week to a week and a half is when the redbuds will start blooming, and you have a very limited window to get fresh flowers. You will have 10 to 14 days when they're at their best for picking the flowers, and after that they start kind of rotting, and that's when you don't want them because it will sour your jelly. So you have about, once they're bloomed out, which will be about a week to a week and a half, they'll start blooming. Once they start blooming and out, you have 10 to 14 days to pick them where they're really fresh, and then after that they start rotting because they start getting ready to fall off because the trees will be putting their leaves on. So I just wanted to remind everybody that wanted to try the redbud jelly, and if you can't get out and get the flowers yourself, ask a friend, ask a family member to go, ask them if they'll go get them for you. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would be glad to go do it for you. A neighbor, or a grandson, or granddaughter, or daughter, well, you know, son, whatever you can get to go get them for you. But just remember and watch, week and a half, flowers will be out. Then from that day, you have 10 to 14 days to get fresh flowers. I'm going to link, well, I was going to link the video to the jelly, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run the whole video right after my yakety yak here, so you'll have the way that I fix them. Good luck, everybody. Don't forget your red buds.
Today I'm going to show you how to make redbud jelly. Now this is from the American redbud tree, and you just find a tree that has a lot of flowers on them. Make sure that the tree is not close to any place that has a overspray of bug spray or weed killer or anything like that. Get your flowers. You're going to need about 2 cups. And what I do is bring them in, soak them in cold water to clean them, get all the little bugs and dirt, dust, all of that out of them. All right, then the next thing I'm going to do is I have a plastic pitcher here, and I'm going to put the flowers in the pitcher. Both cups of it. All right, and then the next thing that you're going to want to do is I have 2 1/4 cups of boiling water here. Now, you want to pour that over your flowers. Oh my gosh, that smells good. All right, once you have that on there, what I do is just take the lid and put on it and close off the pour spout so it's closed. And what you want to do is just let that sit there all night long. You want to let those soak all night. So, okay guys, we're back. Okay, I got my tea strained. This is 2 cups. I strained it through a wire mesh strainer to get the petals out, and then turned around and strained it through a coffee filter. So we need 2 cups. All right. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of pectin, Sure Gel. Turn our heat on here. Always scrape around your edges because sometimes the pectin will gather right around the edges of the bottom of your pot. I'll be back in a few minutes whenever this comes up to a boil. Okay, now we've got it to the boil. Now we're going to add 2 cups of white sugar. I like to add mine slowly to give it time to dissolve as I add it. I don't like dumping it all in there all at once. Make sure you stir it really good to make sure that that sugar melts. And then you want to get it back up to a boil, but you want to keep stirring it because you do not want it to scorch on the bottom. And it's going to foam up a little bit. The way you can stop that is add about a tablespoon of butter, but I don't like adding butter to mine. It kind of changes the flavor a little bit. But, you know, don't let that stop you from doing it if you don't want to take the time to scrape off the foam. But now we got to get it back up to a boil. And be really careful about splatters. This stuff is, scalding hot. It can take your skin right off from you. Starting to boil a little bit. Once you get it back up to a boil, you want to let it boil for 1 full minute. Starting now. See, this is a boil that you cannot stir down, and that's what you're looking for. All right, turn the heat off. Okay, guys, I'm going to get my jars ready, and I got to let this cool down just a little bit because it's really too hot for the jars. All right, and I'll be back in a few seconds. Okay, we're ready to start putting some of it in the jars. I couldn't get all the foam off from it. Police are headed somewhere. Of course, that's natural around here. Okay, there's jar 1. Okay, we've got a lid. We'll put a lid on it. Oh, gosh, I forgot to wipe it off. Don't forget to wipe it off. Don't be me. Now, put your lid on it. Put your ring on it. And I like to tighten them down quite a bit. I will loosen it back up, but also turn them over. Turn them upside down. All right. Oh, I'm hoping I have enough for 2 jars. I think I let it cook down a little too much. I guess I did, but that's all right. That'll just be the first jar that I eat. All right. One lid. And there you have it, guys. It's set. Let it cool. Let them seal. Put them away. Eat them all. Okay, the jar's sealed. And this is what it looks like. Red bud jelly. I made a very small batch because this is my first time making it, and I don't know if I'm going to like it or not, so I'm going to start out with a very small batch. If I like it, then I'll make a big batch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that you will try it. All right, guys, have a good night.